The literary story IP is protected under copyright and attributed to Ajit Menon in 2024. The following is the author's interpretation of the same story in the form of an audio drama. This audio drama titled IP is written, arranged, produced, and directed by a Pheno-Menon aka Ajit Menon. His printed and ebook versions of this same story are also publicly available.
Welcome to the audio drama version of IP, or intellectual property, a story set in the USA against the backdrop of televangelism and rock music censorship prevalent in the 1980s and 1990s. It is a thrilling nosedive into the fateful events surrounding the lives of two musicians and a journalist. September 1987, Austin, Texas. Beads of sweat drip down Adam's face as he stands inside a witness box at the Supreme Court of Texas. He has never been in a court before. The entire room fills up with entities in regally long dark attire. Advocates enter the courtroom, akin to a stream of bats swarming a bat cave. He undoes his shirt's top button. He lets out a long sigh as thoughts run and play around his head.
What would happen to me, my career? Will I be imprisoned for this silly reason? Will I be left to pay a big fine?
Unlike Adam, Anita waits in another witness box on the opposite side, completely confident in a navy blue dress. She looks at her long, exquisitely polished, multicolored fingernails and occasionally glances at Adam with derision. Her body language suggests a swagger, as if the world revolves around her fingers. Adam Michael finds himself locked in a courtroom battle with Anita Charles, the chart-topping musician. He didn't think his song Carefree Days, which used the musical structure of Anita's song, Wish We Could Be Together, would cause so much fuss. Carefree Days hit the #1 spot in the UK and US music charts barely a month ago. Surely that should be validation enough. Well, Anita does not think so. She claims it is full-on plagiarism and demands due compensation. Adam feels dizzy as the judge finally enters the courtroom like a lion entering his den. The judge, William Smith, takes his seat. There is a deafening silence. Vivian David, who has studied and devoured Anita's case, represents as a third-party neutral lawyer. After introducing himself to Anita and Adam, he reminds the court of his neutral stance. He asks both parties some basic questions. He then walks towards the box where Adam is waiting.
So, Mr. Adam Michael, it has come to our notice that your song, Carefree Days, is essentially a direct copy of Anita Charles' song, Wish We Could Be Together.
Well, no, sir.
No. On what basis are you making such a statement?
Well, the lyrics are different.
Mr. Michael, a complete song is a product of music and lyrics. In this case, your music is similar to what Anita had composed and released 5 years ago.
Sir, music is universal. Nobody can claim ownership of a set of similar notes and chords.
Indeed, music is universal, Mr. Michael, but as far as I understand, similar notes and chords sound different when artists use them to express themselves uniquely. In your case, however, You have used the exact blueprint of Anita's musical composition.
Well, no. Music is for everyone. How can she claim it is her work?
Because I am the creator of this music. Do you understand, you cheapskate? It is my work, my intellectual property. You use this without consulting my management or record company. Isn't that true? Isn't it?
Calm down, please, Miss Charles. Let Mr. Michael finish making his point.
Your Honor, with your permission, may I play both sections of Miss Anita Charles' song and Mr. Adam Michael's song side by side?
Yes, you may.
Okay, playing first. Anita Charles' song Wish We Could Be Together.
Under neon skies we run, shadows dance the city's hum. Dreams and whispers on the breeze, in this world we ache to seize. Midnight clocks they tick away, lost in time we steady sway. Light and shadow intertwined, in your eyes our fate we find. Wish we could be together in this stormy weather. Wish we could be forever, me and you know never.
And now, playing Adam Michael's song Carefree Days.
Light hearts in a playful dance, each moment a joyful chance. Daredevils flying in the sunlight, yeah. No time for danger, no time for rules. No one is a stranger, we are the fools for this carefree days. Chugging, meandering, all through the night, riding high, feeling so bright. Ooh yeah, now we pay the price for subscribing to this carefree days.
Back to Wish We Could Be Together.
Chasing echoes down the lane, twisted paths through joy and pain. Silent cries that never fade, in your love I am one. We could be together in this stormy weather. Wish we could be forever, me and you know never. Wish we could be together in this stormy weather. Wish we.
Okay, playing Carefree Days again.
Time for danger, no time for rules. No one is a stranger, we are the fools for those carefree days.
That's it. Right.
I didn't think it would create this much of a fuss, Anita.
Mr. Michael, do you realize that using another person's creative work without permission is akin to theft?
No, I don't think it is a big deal.
Not a big deal?
Yeah, I mean, plenty of artists copy and sample other popular songs. What is the loss for original composers? They should see it as a compliment. Smaller artists get nothing much for it.
That is an invalid argument, Mr. Michael. Anita is signed to a record label. She has publishing rights too that imply that nobody can create music without prior permission of the artist, management, and record company. It's the law. Doing so is a violation of the creator's intellectual property. And besides, didn't your song Carefree Days become a nationwide and international hit? You benefited a lot from it. So let's keep aside the topic of small artists for now. You have surely become popular. According to this Star Hits music magazine, for instance, 3 million records sold, thousands of fan mails. Owner of a thriving production unit, you are by no means a small artist, Mr. Michael. Miss Anita Charles, when you discovered that the musical part of your song, Wish We Could Be Together, was used without your permission, did you immediately get in touch with Mr. Adam Michael?
Yes, sir. I got in touch with him immediately through his small, independent record company. We sent a letter explaining to pay royalty fees and profits from the sales of his song.
So what was his response?
There was no response from him or anyone from his record company. I sent another letter, even suggesting to meet him in person to discuss this and come to a compromise.
A compromise?
Yes, a compromise in terms of royalty, split and split percentage. But again, there was no response from him.
Okay.
Then my management team went there to meet him in person twice, but he was not in on both occasions, so finally, we were forced to issue a legal notice. There was no other choice after literally being after him for about 7 to 8 months.
I see all right, Miss Charles. Do you have a copy of those letters you sent?
Yes, sir, I have. And in fact, I even have all documents related to the copyright and trademark of my songs and brand here.
Thank you, Miss Charles. Well, Mr. Michael, do you have anything to say to refute any of these claims?
No, sir.
That's all, Your Honor.
In light of the allegations made on using an artist's work without permission, the court, after sufficient findings and discussions, has come to a conclusive verdict. The court has found Mr. Adam Michael guilty of plagiarism and violating the norms needed before using copyrighted work and one's intellectual property. As a result, Mr. Adam Michael needs to pay a fine of $3,000 and all royalties he has earned from it to Miss Anita Charles. Failing to do so within a stipulated time of 3 months shall result in imprisonment and additional charges. Adam stands shell-shocked as he watches Anita popping her sunglasses and walking out of the court hall like a diva. Thoughts of pure hatred and revenge consume Adam, still standing in the witness box, with the crowd slowly dispersing around him. He murmurs,
One day, I will destroy your career, and you will pay for this dearly, Anita, my dear.
Adam spends the next couple of months doing overtime at his workplace and extra work from cleaning toilets to serving at the bar as the bartender. He has a few $1,000s in his bank account, but by no means enough to support his family, let alone pay a heavy fine. His house is under a mortgage. His wife, Sally, works at the local grocery store to make ends meet. They have a little daughter, Rhea, who has just started her play school. He starts consuming alcohol day in and day out. The work at the bar adds to his current addiction. 3 months pass by, and they somehow try to raise the compensation money before the deadline, but fail to pay his long overdue debt. Adam gets jailed for a month. His wife and daughter visit him twice a week. He slips into depression and anxiety. One day, his wife comes with a worried look on her face.
What is the matter, Sally?
Oh, nothing. I just feel sad for you.
Is that all? It is not as if you are seeing me for the first time here.
Yes. Just thinking that life has been unfair on us throughout all the struggles we had to endure for just settling, starting a family, and just when we thought you were going to make a breakthrough with your music and become a pop star. This unfortunate event happens.
Well, that is life, Sally. Some people are bestowed with good fortune, and others are not.
Take care, dear. You will be out of here soon.
With help from a couple of friends, they formally cleared his debt and bailed him out in a few days. Adam continues his work at the bar and as a cleaner. He realized that although he may be out of prison and has settled his debts with Anita, he still has other forthcoming debts and a pending mortgage to clear. His alcohol addiction serves him well to escape from reality, but gives him a false kind of solace. He turns into a full-fledged addict with difficult means to support his family. One night, when he comes back rather intoxicated, he sees Sally sitting by the table crying.
Sally, why are you crying? Is it because of our problems?
Yes, honey. That is why.
Well, I don't think so.
Huh? What? What do you mean?
I think there is something else brewing inside your head that you are hiding from me.
No, dear.
I noticed the same mood when you last visited me in jail, around a week ago. We are not that well off, but it is nothing new. You are strong enough to see through that, Sally. This is something else. I know it. I didn't want to prod you to talk about it then. Come on, tell me. Are you fed up with this situation? I suppose you want to leave me and take Rhea with you.
No. How could you even think I'd do that to you?
Well then, Sally, please tell me what is going on here.
Sleep, dear. We'll tell you tomorrow.
No, I want to know right now. I'm not going to bed till you tell me what is bogging you like this. This is not the Sally I thought I knew all this long.
Okay, very well. I will tell you. I will tell you.
Sally, drink this first. And take a deep breath and tell me everything. Surely nothing can be worse than what we are going through.
Simon is in a critical condition. He is in the hospital.
Oh my God! What? What is the matter?
Due to poisoning.
Poisoning?
Yes.
You mean food poisoning?
No, he tried to poison himself.
Jesus Christ!
There is silence for a couple of minutes. Simon Andrews is Sally's younger brother and a journalist. He is also Adam's best friend and soulmate. They were friends before Adam married Sally. Suffice to say, it was Simon who introduced Sally to Adam.
When did he attempt this?
It was on the day just.
Just a few minutes before I was getting ready to come to see you in jail for the last time.
This was exactly last week. Why didn't you tell me this back then? I had a feeling you were hiding something terrible from me.
I was hesitant and mixed up. Adam, it was not the right time and place. Besides, I didn't want to add to your misery.
So, during this whole week, his condition has been worsening. Didn't you visit him?
Yes, immediately after I heard the news. That's why I was slightly late when I came to visit you. Then, Simon's condition was stable for 2 or 3 days after that. So, we thought he would come out of it soon. But yesterday, I heard from Mom that some new complications have developed.
What on earth made him do something like that? He was such a happy person.
Happiness is just a mask, Adam. We often misread people.
Don't worry, Sally. He will be fine. We'll visit him tomorrow.
Yeah.
The next day, morning, they both visit the hospital along with Rhea. They are relieved to learn that Simon's condition has vastly improved. He is conscious. He is all set to be discharged from the hospital in 2 days.
Simon, you fool. Look what you put us through. Why did you carry out this experiment? Looks like you switched your line of work to become a scientist for a day.
My girlfriend left me, pressure at the workplace. All took a toll on me, I suppose.
Simon, you get well soon. We'll discuss all this later.
A few days pass by. Simon is back from the hospital, back to normal, and resumes his work. Adam and his family continue their regular activities. Things haven't changed much for them, but they are carrying on. On one occasion, Adam returns home after his late-night work at the bar. Sally and Rhea are sleeping. He is drunk.
Daisy, give me your answer, doe. I am half crazy. Let's see what's on TV. Now, where is the remote? Oh, there.
Sports Update, brought to you by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated. Now from ABC News in Washington, here's Jack Whitaker.
Good evening. His rocket serves and rifle volleys working to perfection. Pat Cash devastated Yvonne Wendell at Wimbledon
He puts
today.
on the TV. As he switches between the channels, something catches his eye.
Suicides around the country. The victims have been obsessed with rock, and that often these very songs about death and suicide were the last thing they listened to before
This
they took
time,
their lives.
there is a news report about how rock music is destroying the youth of today and how they are selling their souls to the devil. It looked like some far right-wing evangelist groups were on a crusade to talk about the evils of rock music.
What nonsense is this?
At first, he scoffs at it, dismissing it as rubbish.
USA Tonight with Brad Holbrook. Good evening. Today is Black Monday, the day the Dow dropped more than 500 points. The day the Dow dropped more than 22%.
Dark days are here to stay.
Almost double the rate of the Black Monday that signaled the beginning of the crash of 1929. But this crash of 1987 is not just an American experience. Around the world, stock markets fell faster than a skydiver without a parachute.
Ah, a skydiver without a parachute. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel.
Dear brothers and sisters, a warm welcome to Prophecies of Christ. I am your host, Father Jude. Let's explore the topic of satanic messages in rock music. Today's special is on the devil in the machine and the technique of backmasking.
This time, it is an interview with a lady who claims her son shot himself after listening to a couple of heavy metal bands. Although seemingly bizarre, Adam is now engrossed in this TV program. The conversation turns dark when someone who looks like a preacher discusses this issue with a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist talks about ominous, satanic messages hidden in the music. He goes on to play popular songs by bands such as Led Zeppelin, Judas Priest, The Beatles, and Queen through a hi-fi sound system. Then, he uses a 4-track recorder and peculiarly plays the same songs by reversing the tape. He explains a concept known as backmasking.
Now, Dr. Rathborn is going to play the Queen's hit track Another One Bites the Dust in reverse. Listen carefully to the message.
This is Queen's Another One Bites the Dust. Now, I'm going to reverse this vinyl copy by using my hands. Note what you hear, okay?
Next up is Led Zeppelin's classic Stairway to Heaven in reverse. So, brothers and sisters, the messages we can hear on these records are: it is fun to smoke marijuana. Start to smoke marijuana, and oh, here's to me, sweet Satan, the one whose path would make me sad, sweet Satan. He'll give you 666.
Wow, this is incredible. What a discovery.
These messages play with one's subconscious mind and how anyone could potentially go against God and become subservient to the devil. Blues and rock music are rebellious, perverted, and go against Christian values. Now, you can see there is convincing proof that the evil spirit is indeed inside the machine, brainwashing the young minds with its satanic messages.
Adam becomes fascinated, and suddenly something strikes him.
Wait a minute. What if I play Anita's songs one after another and see if I can get any dark message from the devil herself?
He is almost certain he is bound to get some interesting results. He takes out his Tascam Porta Studio, a 4-track recorder that is primarily used for recording instruments and making home demonstration tapes. If one were to play a 2-sided stereo cassette, the second 2 channels would play in reverse. Adam is aware of it, but before this unusual news report, he had never thought of reversing a tape to see what sort of results he could get, not even for any of his recording work. He puts on the Tascam Porta Studio system and plugs his headphones into it. He painstakingly spends the next 2 hours playing Anita Charles albums, trying to decipher any evil message.
Darn, this is no good. Oh, damn. Is something wrong here? Why am I not getting any hidden message?
Except for a few muffled messages and funny sounds, he fails to get anything interesting that can be considered worthy.
What the hell? I am fed up.
He gets frustrated and tries out one last collection of Anita's songs. He becomes desperate to get some malicious message from any of her songs.
In the shadows embrace, glimmering stars we chase. Death with me through the night. Night becomes our day. Feel the rhythm deep.
Wow, this song sounds interesting.
Surrender to me. In the dark we're free. Hold me tight, don't flee. Surrender to me.
Now, if only there is something useful here that I am looking for. My God, what was that? Let me go back a bit.
Finally, he hits upon something while playing her track Surrender to Me. He plays it back and forth a few times to be certain of what is coming out of it. He takes a pen from a nearby table and jots it down on a piece of crumpled paper.
Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven. Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven. Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven. This is perfect. My goodness. Yes. God. Yes. Anita, you dirty, obnoxious devil. Finally, I am gonna turn the tables on you. Just wait. Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven.
Adam bursts into uncontrollable laughter. He quickly records this backmasked version of Surrender to Me onto a blank cassette tape.
Now let me record this onto this tape. There, the backmasked version is ready. Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven. What a line. The bitch has nailed it.
Adam.
Huh? Yes, honey.
Are you all right?
I am fine.
Open the door, please.
Just a second.
May I know what on earth is going on here? I could hear you laughing like a hyena and cursing here. Have you gone mad or just woken up from a nightmare?
No, it was just nothing. Listening to some news reports.
And what are these cassette tapes and CDs lying around? Listening to all these now?
Yeah, honey. Sorry. I was a little drunk tonight and got excited. Oh, did I wake Rhea up? Gosh, I am so sorry.
This whole place is going crazy. Oh, Lord, please have mercy on us.
Adam quietly shuts the door behind him, letting out an embarrassed smile. Adam walks around slowly in his room in deep thought. He lights up his cigarette and looks out of the window, planning how to build and execute his new idea. He waits for some time and then calls Simon.
Hello.
Simon, how are you, bro?
Oh, all right, buddy. Why are you calling me up now? Do you realize what time it is? Are you okay?
Oh, dear. It is 2:30 a.m. So sorry, Simon. There is something I wanted to talk about and was wondering if we could catch up anytime soon.
You are seriously nuts. Well, not at this odd hour. How about coffee at my place tomorrow?
No, not your place. Well, tell you what. Let's meet at Costa Cafe close to your place around 9 a.m. It would be quiet there.
So early? Well, all right then. See you there at 9 tomorrow.
Adam is waiting outside Costa Cafe. It is around 5 minutes to 9 a.m. The cafe has not yet opened. He occasionally glances at his watch and looks intently for Simon. It is getting late. Finally, Adam sees him coming from a distance around 9:30 a.m. He is almost running towards Adam.
Sorry, Adam, I am late. Woke up late, just rushed to get here.
Never mind, Simon. The shop has just opened. Good for you. Come.
Huh. You seem as if you have won $1 million lottery. What is all this about? Your call in the odd hours last night was so bizarre and...
Let's go upstairs, where it is quiet.
Well, what's going on?
Hang on, Simon. I'll order coffee for us first. Simon, have you heard about this Father Jude's program on TV?
Yeah. The religion channel. Right? On prophecies of Christ?
Yes. Well, I don't know the details, but it is rather preachy, and yesterday I stumbled on something interesting on TV after I was back home from work.
Like what?
Satanic messages in rock music. Yeah, it is rather amusing and weird. I scoffed at it at first and still think it is full of misdirected fools, but...
Well, they are completely deluded, that's what they are.
But listen, here is the thing. There is something that we could use to our advantage.
What are you talking about?
Well, I got hooked to that section when they were interviewing a group of parents and how their children got addicted to rock music and committed acts of crime, including suicide and murder.
So, what did you see here that was relatable?
Well, I played all of Anita Charles's records back to back, backmasked some of her songs. There was this one song called Surrender to Me. First, listen to the original song, Surrender to Me.
Okay, sure.
Here, put these headphones on.
In the shadows embrace, glittering stars we chase. Death with me through the night, bound by neon light. Surrender to me, in the dark we're free. Hold me tight, don't flee. Surrender to me, heartbeat pounding fast. Moments never last. Echoes of our lore, yearning for much more. Surrender to me.
Wow, nice song.
In the dark we're free. Hold me tight, don't flee. Surrender to me.
Oh yeah? So what's the big deal here?
I deciphered something from it. Now, I would like you to listen to this. Backmasked version of Surrender to Me. Just note what you hear, all right?
I don't understand. What are you getting at?
Go on, Simon. Listen to it, please. And tell me what you hear.
I can't hear anything meaningful as such.
Listen to it again.
Well, something like Dig It, Son, in heaven.
Take a look.
Adam says, taking out a piece of paper that unravels the message. Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven. By this time, Simon's mood changes.
Let me listen to it once more. Yeah, it is sort of like that. Don't know how accurately you managed to decrypt that, but yeah, it is kind of convincing, I guess. What's the matter? Just say what is on your mind for God's sake.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I don't know how to put this across to you.
Well, I can't wait any longer. I have to go to work.
No, wait. I'll tell you. I won't beat around the bush.
Good.
Well, Simon, listen to me carefully. I hope you don't get mad at me for this, but I need to tell you openly what I have in mind.
Here we go again. Just shoot it, will you?
I'm planning to use this song to fight my case against Anita so that she can pay the damages that you had to endure.
Sorry, you mean I had to endure?
Yes, you have to make it sound as if you took poison under the influence of this satanic message in her song.
You are kidding, right?
I'm dead serious about it.
What the hell? No, Adam. No, this song had nothing to do. Music had nothing to do with my suicidal actions. Yes, I consumed rat poison in that desperate moment, but why the hell are you trying to link Anita's song with it?
Because I want to settle scores with her. She is the main reason for my family's misery, the pain I had to endure for the past more than 3 months. She shattered my dreams of being a pop star. Now, it is time to get back at her. I would like you to do this on my behalf.
You lunatic scoundrel! So you want to use me as a scapegoat for that reason?
Simon, please, understand my situation. I am not going to put you into any dangerous situation, but I am damn sure that you will win it and get compensation, and you will be a recipient of 60% of that money. I'll keep the rest.
What makes you think I am going to agree to this?
It is only a request, Simon. I won't force you to do anything. Plus, I'm going to pay you something in advance. and my land-related assets will be in your name regardless of what happens here. That is a guarantee. I will arrange papers to transfer all this in your name. You stand only to gain, whereas I am relying on my cards and judgment.
Money is not everything, Adam. What if this backfires? My name will get tarnished here.
No, I won't let that happen.
You may not let that happen, but you are playing risky games here. You have already lost a fortune in one case, even though you didn't expect such a beating.
That was different, Simon. I had virtually no proof to defend myself, and no attorney to represent my case. But this one is going to be different. We are going to plan and execute this in style. I have a master plan ready.
Master plan like what?
Hey, shh. Relax.
Adam says, thrusting his trembling index finger on his lips, just looking around if they alarmed anyone in the cafe. He nervously gestures to Simon to relax, and then, in a whispering tone, says,
Simon, I am going to get in touch with Father Jude's missionary group.
Father Jude? Oh, my God.
Yes, Simon. With missionaries on one side and your journalism fraternity on the other, I smell success. Don't worry. Take your time to think about this.
Simon quietly gets up from his seat. Then, he slowly walks from one end of the corridor to another at least 5 times, with his hands in his pockets and looking mostly towards the floor. Adam watches Simon intently on how he would respond, seeing that he is now thinking deeply about it. Finally, he stops and looks towards Adam in a more relaxed way and says,
Come to think of it, we did cover a story last year based on Father Jude's evils of Eastern occult religions in our newspaper. It was quite scandalous, all about claiming that their version of Christianity is the only true religion, and the rest are connected to the devil and his occult practices. However, they have a huge underground devout following. God, how people fall for such a lot.
Because they know how to strike a chord of fear in the public's hearts. The gullible and brainwashed fall for it easily. What better way to do this than to use religion, God, devil, heaven, and hell? That is what I am saying. We need to get these people to rally for our cause and mix with their theories. I am sure we stand a good chance of winning.
Well, whatever. I can't promise to be a part of this drama, but give me some time to think.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Simon. I appreciate it. Come on, let's go now.
May I ask you, what do you hope to gain by doing all this? I mean, what is your objective?
I have all the right intentions. You will find out soon. For now, all I want to say is that I want to focus on my dreams again, of being a pop star and running my own record company.
You are a real pain in the neck, I swear you are.
Adam spends the next few days getting in touch with local missionary groups. Eventually, he gets the contact details of Father Jude and his disciples representing prophecies of Christ. They arrange a meeting one evening. Adam invites Simon to join him. Simon agrees after he finds out that Judge Smith at the Texas Supreme Court, who passed on a verdict initially in favor of Anita's copyright violation case, has a soft spot for Father Jude's missionary cause, as his wife is a full-time member. When Adam and Simon reach the church, they find people confessing their sins and expressing their problems and issues with society. Father Jude's prescription for getting rid of the devil ranges from organizing prayer meetings and telling parents to lock their children's pop and rock music cassettes and CDs in bank lockers, to even burning copies of their music albums.
John chapter 14 verse 6 says, "No one comes to the Father except through me."
He gives them books explaining the role of Christ and how the devil is out there to ensnare and corrupt those who give in to sin. Finally, upon seeing that Father Jude is free, Simon and Adam proceed to walk towards him. They greet him. He explains their matter in connection with Simon's poisoning after listening to Anita Charles' hit single Surrender to Me. He listens to the backmasked version and validates without hesitation that "Drink It, Son. There is a place for you in heaven" is a hidden satanic message. Adam smiles widely at Simon with a "told you so" look.
Yes, for sure. We'll support your mission. We'll stage a massive demonstration that will be relayed all across North America. Actually, we are also planning to send teams to Europe and Japan. This would make my point all the more clear that rock music is devil's music.
Simon lets out a half-broken smile. He looks as if he is almost coming to terms with being part of this case to tarnish Anita. Father Jude, on the other hand, is wondering what is wrong with these two. They're supposed to be worried, and here they are smiling at each other. Father Jude agrees to support Simon's case against Anita. He says that his organization would also stage an intensive demonstration that would be recorded and displayed on primetime TV. All they need them to do is to become members and provide donations to the church to save more lives trapped by the devil's music. When asked how Father Jude got this special power, he attributes it all to a divine vision he once had. The Lord himself made an appearance and asked him to be a messenger for those who are lost, knee-deep in the river of sin. He warned that those who worshipped any lord other than Jesus Christ and listened to passionate, unsympathetic music that aroused sensual desires, acts of violence, hatred, etc., would be condemned and thrown into the netherworld. Simon gulped upon hearing this. The image of sinners getting fried in the hot embers of hell is by no means a comfortable picture. On the other hand, Adam remained calm, enjoying the discussion, perhaps even laughing on the inside. Father Jude plays videos of supposedly blasphemous rock stars and correlated the subject matter of their songs with what is mentioned in the Bible. He says what is in store for them, according to the scriptures, if they go against God's word and indulge in immoral activities. The presentation has a diverse array of videos ranging from long-haired musicians dressed in capes in the middle of a mysterious ritual, holding skulls and candles, to scantily clad women making provocative gestures against the backdrop of velvet satin sheets. While watching these films, Simon whispers to Adam,
Oh my. Look at all these vixens and vampires. I think I am getting more interested in rock music than ever.
Yeah.
What's the matter? You two seemed amused for some reason.
Oh, Father, it is just that. It seems so surreal. We are familiar with your shows and analysis on rock music, but isn't this going a little too far?
Son, this is the exact problem. Many people don't even realize that they have already sworn allegiance to Satan's club the day they started listening to rock music and bought rock-based albums. Even if we keep aside the topic of backmasking for the time being, the songs in normal listening mode openly glorify immoral activities. Backmasking simply validates it by revealing Satan's cleverly concealed message.
Yes, Father, we did get that dark and rebellious vibe. No dispute on that.
I see what you mean. You have got a valid point there, Father.
In the end, they both proceed to leave. Father Jude blesses them and gives books related to prayer and glory to the one and only true God. In a couple of weeks, Simon wrote an exclusive article in his newspaper about how rock music, specifically Anita Charles' song, Surrender to Me, encouraged him to take his own life, and how subconsciously it affected him as he loved her music. Overall, he regrets going against God's words. This was simultaneously followed by Father Jude's TV program on Anita Charles music and his demonstration with the aid of a psychiatrist to deduce the hidden message in her song by playing it in reverse. Through various interviews, several people claimed that Anita's music triggered suicidal tendencies in them. The intensity starts climbing steadily, and the outrage reaches a frenzy, spreading far and wide in a matter of days, even quicker than a forest fire. At least half the country from the southern belt to the northern Appalachian mountain range was going rampant with group protests, chucking away all her albums into a sea of fire. Simon, meanwhile, files a case against Anita for all the damages caused. Anita, her record company, and management dismissed these allegations in several interviews. Initially, she ignores Simon's baseless accusations and the evangelist's demonstrations against her music. However, the growing public pressure on Anita's music forced her to appear in court to defend her case. The first hearing, scheduled for the 20th of June, 1988. June 1988, Austin, Texas. On the day of the new case, Adam visits Simon's house in disguise. The otherwise clean-shaven face is now adorned with a false mustache and beard with glasses and a trilby hat. He rings Simon's house doorbell.
Hello.
Hi, who is this?
You don't know me?
No, can't register. A long-lost college friend, perhaps?
How can you forget me so soon, pal? I am a secret agent, Mr. X.
Adam, you bozo. What is all this for? I thought we planned to meet the previous night. You didn't turn up. Come in.
Sorry, Simon. It took me time to plan and arrange these things.
So you are coming to the court, right?
Well, I'll be there in the court, but I want to be hidden from the public view. So I will sit right at the back and see how fortune turns in our favor this time.
Swell. Hey, you can do all this and have fun. But all eyes are going to be on me. I am nervous about what is going to happen. Outcome and all, you know...
Don't worry. It is going to be fine. I have been in that witness box before.
Yeah, that is my main worry. Today, I am the one who is going to be in that box. I don't have any intention to go through what you went through last time when the verdict came out.
Here is something for you as promised earlier. Cash and... some more cash.
Wow, did you rob a bank or something?
Hey, buddy. I am not as miserable as you think. And here are the legal papers giving you full rights for ownership of my land-related assets in Seattle.
Gosh, either the stakes are higher for you than me in this case, or you are purely a crazy person. Lovable but insane to the core.
Well, it is a bit of both, but more of a crazy dreamer who wants to realize his dreams.
May your faith save you and help you in your path to glory.
You will need this Tascam Porta Studio in the court today to show this backmasking technique. I have already shown you how to operate this. You are going to be asked what the point of this exercise is, and you know what to say, right?
Yeah, I do. Besides, we use similar systems in the office for our audio interviews and transcription work.
They both decide not to meet anywhere around the vicinity of the court under any circumstance. They agree to reach there separately and leave separately to avoid any suspicion should Anita and her team see Adam. It is a packed crowd at the Supreme Court of Texas. There are many more people than last time when Adam was defending his alleged plagiarism case. This time, it attracted the media and press. After all, the news had spread like wildfire around half the country. Simon feels nervous, his heart in his mouth. Anita arrives shortly, wearing a dark pink blazer and a matching pink skirt. She looks comfortable and confident, almost sure that this time too, she will stand vindicated. Adam arrives just a few minutes before the court proceedings in his disguise. He sits right at the back. If one were to draw a triangle from the top view, Adam is at the apex. At the left end, his pawn brother-in-law and best friend, Simon, and on the other extreme, his sworn rival and nemesis, Anita. In a few minutes, the advocates make an entry. Advocate Vivian David is also present. They settle themselves before Judge Smith makes an entry. There is a sudden hushed silence. To Adam's surprise, he notices Vivian getting ready and walking towards Simon. Vivian, unlike his neutral stance last time, is now Anita's advocate. The other advocates are all seated. Adam smiles as the exact rewind of memories occurs to that dreadful day of 30th September 1987 when the spotlights were on him. He wonders how shrewdly he turned the same spotlights back on Anita this time, and that too without coming directly into the scene. He both marveled and took pride in his achievement so far. If only the verdict turns out in Simon's favor, he eagerly thinks.
Mr. Simon Andrews, good morning.
Hi. Sorry. Good morning, Your Honor. Oh, sorry. I mean, sir.
Are you all right? You look a bit uncomfortable.
No, Your Honor. Oh, sir. Sorry, I am fine, sir. Fine.
Oh my God.
All right. Let's begin this then. So, you have accused Miss Anita Charles here, whose song, that goes by the title Surrender, to me encouraged you to take your life.
Yes, sir, that's right.
Mr. Andrews, how could a song influence someone to commit suicide? Could you please try to enlighten us on that?
Yes, sure. Firstly, let me begin by saying that I used to be and still am a huge fan of Anita Charles's music. I own all her albums, singles, rarities, everything. I was going through a lot of personal problems around the end of last year. Her single Surrender to Me was getting a lot of radio play. I was obsessively listening to it, and I didn't know. There was something about the music that was haunting and hypnotic.
Mr. Andrews, I am still not clear. It does not answer my question. That is hardly proof why this song would tempt you to commit such an extreme act of horror. So essentially, anyone having suicidal tendencies can point fingers at their favorite artists that their songs push them to the edge. Is that what you are suggesting?
No, sir. I am not suggesting that. Let me explain. I am also a journalist, and we do a lot of recording, gathering information from interviews, and stuff like that. We try to decipher messages to get clear information across. After my suicide attempt, when I started getting better in the hospital, I was curious to know what prompted me to take that extreme step to end my life after listening to Anita's song, Surrender to Me. So when I got discharged from the hospital, I listened to the track obsessively. So much so that I even played it in reverse to find out if there was any hidden subliminal message. And that is when I heard the line, "Drink it, son. There is a place for you in heaven." This line subliminally influenced me to trigger such thoughts. And oh, by the way, I had consumed poison in my suicide attempt.
Yes.
All right, but still, why play something in reverse to get a message? That way, you will find all kinds of hidden messages even in the most pristine of music.
As I mentioned, sir, I am a journalist, so seeking information and answers was a part of my natural approach.
Well said, bro.
And how did you get support from all the missionary groups in Texas and beyond? What was their role in this?
No connection at all, sir. I don't even know them. Maybe few other people felt the same haunting nature of the song. A coincidence, I guess.
That is a strange coincidence indeed, Mr. Andrews. All of them felt the same while listening to the same song, including the pastors of these churches. So, from what I understand, on average, this happens to be a pastor's favorite pastime. Is it listening to rock and roll music and deciphering satanic messages from the songs?
Sir, my proof is in the audio tape. Please listen to it. I have brought my Tascam Porta Studio, a 4-track recorder that was used for reversing a tape. You can hear both the original and the backmasked versions. You may make your judgments. And these are my hospital reports that show that I was treated for poisoning.
Okay, I understand that. Anyway, I will give you the benefit of the doubt. Your Honor, may I play this tape?
Yes.
Okay. Playing first Anita Charles song, Surrender to Me in the normal way.
In the shadows embrace, glimmering stars we chase. Death with me through the night, bound by me your life. Under moon's cold gaze, lost in electric haze. Whisper secrets unseen, we the kings and queens. Surrender to me, in the dark we're free. Hold me tight, don't flee. Surrender to me, heartbeat pounding fast. Moments never last. Echoes of our lore, yearning for much more. To me, heartbeat pounding fast. Moments never last. Echoes of our lore, yearning for much more. Lights and shadows play, night becomes our day. Feel the rhythm deep in this dream we keep. Surrender to me, in the dark we're free. Hold me tight, don't flee. Surrender to me.
Okay, now playing the backmask version of Surrender to Me. Some of me, I Okay, Mr. Andrews, at what point did you hear the subliminal message? It was not too clear to me.
Sir, it is between 38 seconds and 1 minute into the track.
Okay.
Vivian plays the tape several times to ascertain if it sounds anything like the message Simon is claiming to be there. It is further verified using the Tascam Porta Studio, operated by an independent sound engineer and audio expert. Simon looks intently. Anita looks disinterested, folding her arms and rolling her eyes. Vivian and Judge Smith, with hands on their chins, are quietly trying to discern something from this by simply focusing on the sounds. Adam leans forward, almost going to the edge of his seat. Simon, at one stage, looks around if he can spot Adam. When he does, he just quickly turns his head to avoid any suspicion. The message, "Drink it, son. There's a place for you in heaven," sounds all the more clear in the court setting, Simon feels.
It sounds like the message you have mentioned, Mr. Andrews, but hardly anything to allege Miss Anita Charles here.
Objection, Your Honor.
Accepted. Please proceed. Jim Newman, the advocate defending Simon, now stands up.
My colleague here is ignorant that there is empirical evidence to the effect of backmasking. Your Honor, if I may, now I'd like to ask Ms. Anita Charles here a few questions.
Yes, you may.
Ms. Charles, did you write this song Surrender to Me?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Did you compose the music for it?
Yes, everything. Written, arranged, produced, and even engineered the whole song.
Wow. Good. Very good. You are a multifaceted artist.
Thank you, sir.
So since this is 100% your creative work, you consider this song, Surrender to Me, to be your intellectual property. Correct?
Yes, of course.
And Ms. Charles, you realize that songs affect the listeners.
Yeah, true. That is why music connects with the masses, sir. It is universal.
Oh, sure, I agree. I have no dispute regarding that, but just a small problem here.
I am sorry, sir. What problem?
Your music, unfortunately, resulted in destructive behavior and created negative effects for many.
Sir, how is that possible?
It is here right in front of you. Simon consumed rat poison after listening to your song, Surrender to Me, and there was another case of someone who attempted to jump off a cliff after listening to it.
This is bloody absurd.
Ms. Charles, may I remind you of the decorum expected inside a court? You are not giving an interview to the music press here. So calm down and answer the questions as clearly as possible.
Sorry, sir. Okay. I still do not think my music has anything to do with it. You can even read the lyrics. Look, I have a copyright here with me. There is nothing to suggest encouraging suicidal or any kind of destructive behavior.
I know the lyrics, Miss Charles. However, when it is played in reverse, there is evidence of what it is clearly saying.
But sir, why would anyone want to reverse tape and play songs backward? It does not make any sense. Even producers and technicians rarely do that. I never even knew of this phenomenon, or whatever this strange exercise is, until I saw it on TV.
Well, if you're familiar with the Beatles and their psychedelic period in the late 1960s, they were into creating tape loops and reversing tapes to create sound effects. Their producer, George Martin, managed to create some interesting and haunting effects.
Well, okay, they were flipped, right? Totally on some weird psychedelic drugs and experimental stuff.
Miss Charles, you don't need to be intoxicated or heavy on drugs to do such things. Pink Floyd did a lot of that same stuff too, but they were more or less clean.
Sir, for your kind information, I don't play or produce that kind of music. My music is straightforward. I neither feel the need to push boundaries of music like Pink Floyd and the Beatles, nor am I an addict of any sort.
Oh, really? Oh.
Maybe, but when the majority of the reactions are so extreme, we cannot dismiss it. Mark Chapman murdered John Lennon after listening to one of his songs. Miss Charles, songs have a profound effect on the listener.
Yes.
Well, such psychos need mental treatment.
I object, Your Honor. So going by Lennon's example, should not my client, Miss Anita Charles, be seen as an artist who is being unfairly targeted by fanatics?
I am talking about the effect of music on the listener. It can manifest in different ways. Your Honor, this time, may I ask my client, Mr. Simon Andrews, to play Surrender to Me once again?
Yes, you may, but this time, I would suggest arranging the in-house engineer, Eric James, to operate this 4-track player. Eric, please collect the 4-track player from Mr. Simon Andrews.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Eric, please raise the track's volume. I could not make out the backmasked message clearly when it was played last time.
Sure. Playing the backmasked section of Anita Charles' song Surrender to Me.
The case is adjourned for tomorrow, the 21st June, 1988. June 1988, Austin, Texas.
Surrender to
More
Me
witnesses
is a
joined,
classic
such as
example
Father Jude,
of what I have
a
been saying
rock music
all
obsessed
along.
teenager
We have
who
allowed
allegedly
Satan
tried to take his
the
own
reins
life,
of our minds.
a woman who started
And what
behaving
did this song
violently,
make you
and
feel?
a whole
Her
spectrum of
song
so-called
Surrender to
passionate
Me did
fans.
something to me. I started getting
They
wild
all
thoughts.
give their strong testimonies,
But what has that got to do with
backed
the
up
song?
with well-planned,
Did you check for any other personal
orchestrated
issues you were
evidence
having?
concerning the effects of Anita Charles' song Surrender to Me. Judge Smith, after discussions with other advocates, finally gives his verdict on the whole case.
In light of the allegations made on music influencing the human mind to commit acts of crime or serious destructive behavior, with great difficulty, the court has finally come to a conclusive verdict. The influence of rock music cannot be understated. It has a corrupting influence on the youth and culture in general. Although it is not easy to arrive at this decision, it is fair to say that Anita Charles' song Surrender to Me has directly or indirectly played a role in causing a great deal of harm to Mr. Simon Andrews and several others who invested in her music. Since this is Miss Charles' intellectual property, she is both liable for the harmful effects and also responsible for compensating Mr. Andrews with a sum of $500,000. Her record management company, Panoramic Vision, is ordered to stop production of this song with immediate effect.
Yes.
Adam quietly curls his fingers, as if winning the finals at the Wimbledon Tennis Grand Slam event. He refrains from showing his utter jubilation with a great amount of restraint. Simon also acts well in completely concealing from showing any overt emotions. Anita seems visibly shaken, riddled with outrage and confusion at the passing of such an outrageous verdict. What a price to pay for being an expressive artist. Adam can't quite believe where he has reached. The same court that once punished him has now given him a second chance. Justice has prevailed. He finally sighs, completely satisfied with the verdict, hands behind his head and legs outstretched, back curved as if lying on a hammock on a tropical beachside. The rest of the audience is busy leaving, but he prefers to stay behind for a while, just like last time. The only difference is that he felt confined to a witness box back then, but now he feels relaxed, that soothing feeling of vindication after more than a 9-month ordeal since the last case.
That's so good.
He is elated and filled with a newfound freedom. Slowly, he gets up with a wide smile, adjusting his coat and inserting his hands in his coat pockets. As he almost leaves the courtroom, the sight of something interesting makes him stop. He takes a couple of steps back to come behind the courtroom door. At a distance, peering through the narrow gap between the hinges and the door, he could see Anita standing crestfallen,
It's all right,
face
Anita.
drooping, being
Don't
comforted
worry.
by her record
We'll
company
try and find a
management
way
team.
out.
Just can't believe
He almost
it.
gets an urge to go up to her and say something sarcastic that would finally put her in her place. He adjusts his tie and stands erect, ready to go up to her and say something scathing to her face. He wants to make her wounds deeper, to show that he can get back to her with sheer vengeance if she dares to mess up with him. However, wisdom takes precedence quickly, as he decides to refrain from such an act and only prefers to watch her downfall from a distance. It is better not to appear in front of her, just as he had planned earlier. It is much better to be a hidden mastermind who engineered this operation than the juvenile who gets carried away with emotions. He proudly thinks about himself.
This is only the beginning, my dear Anita. From now on, I will see that your career spirals downwards and disappears into oblivion.
Adam murmurs to himself, spying in Anita's direction as she walks away with her management
Anita,
team
what are your
before
thoughts on
getting
the
into a
verdict?
Mercedes-Benz that seems to share the same emotion
Hey, Anita,
as
a moment, please.
Miss Anita
The
Charles,
car
wait.
quickly jets away through the court gates, evading the music press and the glare of the media before any of them could get a hold of her to feed their early morning newspapers and TV channels. Anita Charles' worst nightmare comes true as she faces huge backlash from the press for the next 2 weeks for the subliminal messages supposedly embedded in her hit single, Surrender to Me. The press takes it one step further to say many more of her songs are likely to be satanic. Her record sales started dropping. The protests continue, spreading to untapped areas such as Europe and Japan. Over 2 to 3 months, her record sales hit an all-time low, to the point where record companies decided to stop investing in her music creation. Meanwhile, Adam uses the money he got from Simon's case against Anita by investing in stocks and restarting his music production company, Stellar World. He wisely invests in new talents, particularly teenage boy and girl bands. He writes songs for them, and they find moderate to relative success with their albums. He also takes charge of their publishing rights and is on the constant lookout for those willing to sell their songs. Adam's family is in a better position. They move to a comfortable house outside of Austin. Sally has a far better job now. Rhea has many friends she can play around with. Adam has virtually no liabilities now. Simon is also doing very well with everything he received after winning his case against Anita, using part of his land assets to build his entrepreneurial venture. Within 1 year, fortunes turn in the favor of Adam, Simon, and the rest of their family. On the other hand, Anita's career plummets, and the record company has now officially cast her out. Eventually, just as Adam aimed for, she gave up her music career as a recording artist. She is out of the limelight and indeed disappears into oblivion as Adam wished. 19th February 1990. Adam's production company, Stellar World, picked up momentum, and they signed 2 bands and a solo artist who did so well that they got nominated for the 1990 Grammy and American Music Awards. Additionally, his remix album has been nominated for a Grammy Award too. Adam is ecstatic. He is about to leave for Los Angeles for the Grammy Awards function, scheduled for 21st February.
How I wish you and Rhea could come along.
I know, sweetie, but it's only because of my work and Rhea's school.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, what is wrong with Rhea? She is limping.
I don't know. Since yesterday, I started noticing that she has not been feeling well. Maybe just tiredness. She's been running and playing around so much the past few days. Then she had school. I guess all of this took a toll on her.
Oh, busy girl, huh? Anyway, I gotta go now. You guys take care. Going to miss you both at the Grammys, but keep an eye out for me.
Oh, sure. We are going to see you on TV. Right, Rhea?
Yes, Mommy.
Bye, Rhea, darling.
Bye, Daddy.
Adam arrives in Los Angeles. The Grammy Awards show is in 2 days. As soon as he takes the taxi from the airport to his hotel, he knows this is the place to be. Neon lights everywhere, palm trees neatly lining the spacey boulevards. It seems to be more than what he expected. By the hotel's swimming pool, he meets some of his favorite bands and artists such as Phil Collins, George Michael, and Paul McCartney. It is a dream come true.
Oh my God, it's Michael Jackson there.
He feels as if he is on top of the world. During the awards ceremony, he finds it hard to believe where he is on the red carpet brushing shoulders with all the star attractions such as Kate Bush and members of The Cure, Tears for Fears, Depeche Mode, and the Human League. He sees flashy cars, limousines arriving, and champagne bottles popping. He feels that this is his world, his fraternity. He only feels happy and fortunate to be in this place.
The Grammy Award show has just started, Sally.
Actually, not only the first time I'm hosting, this is the first
Oh,
time.
I wonder when are they going to announce the category for which Adam is nominated?
Well, I am guessing it will be a while. By the way, 2 music bands and a solo artist signed to Adam's record label are also nominated.
Oh, I see.
Let's get right to the first award. Present them a straight-up Grammy nominee and a multi-million record-selling dancer actor. Here are Paula Abdul and Pastor Swayze. And you got it, Roy Orbison.
And the Grammy goes to... How am I supposed to live it on your microphone?
Is Rhea sleeping?
Yes, Simon.
Singing along as if we're sitting around the stereo like some futuristic campfire, being warmed by his voice, his music, his particular joy. Ladies and gentlemen, Paul McCartney.
And the Grammy Award for the Best Remixed Album goes to Adam Michael.
Thank you very much. This means a lot to me. I'd like to dedicate this award to my wife Sally, daughter Rhea, and all those at my production company, Stellar World. Thank you very much.
He even won a Grammy Award for the Best Remixed Album. With pure joy, he calls home. Sally picks up the phone.
Hello. Hey Sally, can you hear me? Sorry, there's a lot of noise here. Hello Sally, I am here at Sunset Boulevard.
Hi, dear. Yeah, we saw you at the Grammys. Feel happy for you.
Yeah, did you see me? Did you see the show?
Yes, Adam.
But you don't sound that excited. What happened? Is everything okay back home?
Yeah, fine, I guess. But Rhea is not well. She is tired.
Oh, she'll be fine. So she did not get well after I left?
No, she is tired. I am worried about her.
She'll be fine. Don't you worry. Maybe she needs a couple of days rest.
Yes, I am hoping. Bye, love. Have a good time. You take care.
For a moment, Adam's mood goes down. He slowly hangs up the phone. However, he forgets about it quickly and joins in all the fun and noise. For the next 2 days, he soaks in the warm LA weather and visits the Rose Bowl, Hollywood Studios, SeaWorld, and Disneyland. When he reaches the hotel after a long day's pleasure trip, he gets a message from the concierge. It is from Simon.
Urgent. Please call me as soon as you get this message. This is from Simon. I wonder what's wrong.
Hello.
Hello, Simon. I got your message just now. What's up?
Adam, you need to come back home immediately.
Yeah, leaving this Friday.
Try booking an earlier flight.
Why? What's the matter?
Just book it, Adam. It is for Rhea's sake.
What? What is happening to Rhea? Is my baby still sick?
Adam, I can't put it lightly. Sorry, but Rhea's condition is worsening day by day.
What? What could happen to her that is so serious?
Well, Can't say, but I feel you are needed here, pal.
Oh God, what in the world is wrong with my Rhea? On the day I left, she was not well. Simon, it has been over a week.
Hey, Adam, just relax. Be strong. Just be here as soon as you can, okay?
And how is Sally?
She is not in a state to talk. She is overwhelmed by all this. That's why I thought of talking to you.
Oh my God, poor Sally. I'm getting worried now, Simon.
Try not to worry. Listen, book a flight right away.
Yeah, bye.
Adam books a flight that night and leaves the following day for Austin. He arrives home to find a distressed-looking Sally and a bedridden Rhea. Simon is also at home for support. Adam is devastated to discover that Rhea is suffering from motor neuron disease.
Sally.
Oh, Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Simon.
In the coming days, they consult a few doctors to give the best possible treatment for Rhea, but all unanimously say that it does not look as if she will recover from this illness. Some even suggest praying for a miracle. Adam and Simon meet Father Jude in order to offer special prayers to cure Rhea's condition. They drive to meet him at his residence. They explain the devastating news to him. Father Jude agrees to come home. He offers special prayers, but he comes across some rock albums and posters in the house. He feels restless and tells him to destroy all these things that are in this house.
Father, I don't understand. Why are you so bothered about rock music, posters of singers, and cassettes lying around?
Excuse me, Adam. Weren't you convinced the first time when you both came to meet me that this is Satan's music and it is blasphemous to listen to all this?
But,
Yes, son, it seems you want to say something.
Father, right now, we are worried about Rhea's condition, and you are bringing back something that is over and done with.
If it is over and done with, what are all these cassettes, posters, and CDs of rock stars doing here in your room?
Okay, what has that got to do with Rhea's sickness? That is what I am asking you.
Satan has entered your household and possessed your daughter. And you are happily serving God's enemy. And also after what he has done to your friend, Simon here, and thousands of others. How dare you?
Listen, you narrow-minded bigot. Don't you eat my brains with this God and Satan nonsense at this juncture.
Hey, Adam, cool it. Relax, buddy.
You are a filthy, Satan-worshipping creep. You used me and my ministry for your selfish needs. Now, you are going against God. Hell awaits you and your family. Goodbye.
Get lost, Father. We don't want to be in your heaven anyway.
Will you stop, please, Adam? At least for Rhea's sake? Sorry, Father.
Father Jude leaves the house, fuming without uttering a word. Sally, Adam, and Simon spend the next few hours reflecting, sometimes taking turns to sit by Rhea's side. The next few days turn out to be pitifully challenging as Rhea's condition worsens. For now, Adam's only concern is for Rhea's health. He prays intensely, along with Sally. Sometimes, he reminisces about those good, simple times he spent with Rhea, and at other moments, he gazes intently at her. Everything else is blank from his life for the time being. After a week, Simon comes home to inform Sally and Adam that he managed to get the details of a specialist, Dr. Krishna. He is an expert neurologist specializing in integrated medicine that holistically looks at overall health. Since he is different from other allopathic practitioners, Simon advises that they all go and at least meet him once. Adam and Sally agree to make a last-ditch effort. They make arrangements to meet Dr. Krishna. With deep-rooted sadness and pain, they undertake a long journey to Dr. Krishna's clinic in the tranquil mountains of Colorado. As they near his clinic, they come across a beautiful garden replete with flora and fauna. This place looks anything but a typical hospital, they all wonder. It seems like a biome with all the plants from around the world. For a moment, their sadness takes a back seat. Birds were singing. The trees were gently swaying in the light breeze. Some people were meditating under a tree. They see a pleasing-looking Indian man watering plants in the garden. They approach him.
Sorry. We have come to meet Dr. Krishna. Where can we meet him?
I am Dr. Krishna. How are you?
He replies, with a beaming yogic smile on his face. Then they greet each other. Dr. Krishna leads them to his consultancy room, which looks anything but a typical consultancy room and more of a horticultural center. They explain
Hey, Rhea.
Rhea's condition.
So happy to meet
He
you.
carefully checks Rhea,
You like this place?
smiling and talking
I've got
to her.
plenty of toys here
He
for you.
intently browses and reads various medical reports from their visits to different hospitals and consultations with several doctors.
Try not to worry. Let's see what we can do. Would it be okay to let Rhea stay here for a while?
Sure, doctor. For how long?
At least a month. Can't say exactly for how long at this juncture.
Can I stay here with her?
Yes.
Yes, that would be better. I need to be in Texas for work.
Adam and Simon decide to leave for Texas that evening. Adam looks at Rhea before leaving the clinic. Her immobile state and sad face were too devastating for Adam to handle. He kisses Rhea and consoles Sally. Then, they both head back to Texas by dusk. Their work resumes the following day. Days and weeks go by, and Rhea's condition shows no improvement. Every night, he returned home from work and switched on the lights in his bedroom. He saw Rhea's drawings, scribblings on the wall, and her self-crafted gifts for her daddy.
Daddy,
They are more
here's
precious
something
now
that I
than ever
specially made
before.
for you.
He regrets moments when he could not find time for her, when she was laughing and playing around. All minor
Rhea,
incidents when he would scold her for silly reasons, are now killing him one by one. At times, he feels like just getting drunk or even taking drugs to cut off from reality. However, he somehow controls himself. Every night, with great difficulty, he sleeps, and once he wakes up, tears would be constantly streaming down his cheeks. Simon, whenever possible, checks on him in the evenings after work. Adam makes it a point to visit the local church and offer his prayers. Yet nothing would change his sorry state. One day, during an exhaustive afternoon slumber, a shrilling phone ring wakes him up. He goes to the hall to answer it with his heart in his mouth and sweating profusely. He somehow manages to lift the phone with trembling hands, but he feels he is about to collapse. It was Sally on the other end. He is barely able to speak and quietly cries for a few seconds.
Hello, Adam? Are you there?
Yes, Sally.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I am. I am fine. How is Rhea?
I don't know what to say, but in the past 3 or 4 days, Rhea has responded well to the treatment. I can see an improvement.
Oh my God, seriously? God, good Lord, praise the Lord.
Yes, the Lord seems to be listening to our prayers.
Yes.
And Adam, today she even smiled at me.
Oh my, I don't need anything more than to see our Rhea come back to life.
Yes, I know. You take some rest, dear. We'll keep you posted in a couple of days.
Adam goes down on his knees and says a Thanksgiving prayer. He is relieved and surprised at how the usually emotional Sally was at peace while talking. Her voice gave him a kind of assurance that a miracle was surely going to happen. His intuition was not wrong. In the coming days, Sally reports to Adam only about progress in Rhea's overall health. After a few weeks, Sally asks Adam to return to Colorado to see Rhea and says she has completely recovered from her illness. Adam barely displays a moment's doubt to make all the necessary arrangements to meet Sally and Rhea. He is over the moon and feels that life has started anew for him and his family. He asks Simon to come along. Simon is also overjoyed. They undertake a journey to Colorado together. They are both still curious about what happened and whether Dr. Krishna was a mystique Eastern healer. How did he manage to do it? How did he bring her back to life from virtually a point of no return? They buy gifts for the doctor and his hospital staff the day before they leave for his clinic. As they open the gates of Dr. Krishna's clinic, Rhea comes running towards Adam and Simon gleefully.
Daddy.
Sweetie.
Adam swoops her up and touches her hands and feet excitedly, as if still not believing how such a miracle could spring. He kisses her face several times on both cheeks. Rhea giggles uncontrollably. Simon also heaves a sigh of relief and softly cuddles her. Sally wipes her tears and gently hugs Adam and Simon.
Hey, Adam, Simon.
Sally, this is incredible. I really can't believe it. How did this happen?
Sally smiles quietly, without saying anything.
Uncle.
Hey, Rhea, darling. Uncle is so happy to see you.
Simon points them to Dr. Krishna, standing at a distance, his arms folded with a detached smile. Adam and Simon quickly walk towards the doctor.
Doctor, we don't know how to thank you. This is such a miracle.
No, Mr. Michael, you shouldn't be thanking me. It is God's grace.
Oh, you are being modest, Doctor. Here's something for you.
Gifts for me? That's sweet of you. I will distribute and share these with the inmates living here.
Yes, you are a great man. But we are still curious about what exactly you did to cure Rhea.
No, I am being serious. I didn't do anything. It is God's blessing. He sent an angel here to cure your daughter.
Sorry, did you say an angel?
Yes, she is an angel. She arrived here 6 months ago with a guitar, singing songs for our patients and cheering them up. When Rhea was down, it was her music that brought the changes in Rhea.
A cure through music? Seriously?
Let me point out that music is not just for entertainment. There is a therapeutic side to it that many are not aware of or take for granted. Music has that healing power. In Rhea's case, that is what happened. Honestly, a typical medical treatment I was giving did not work, but I knew how music can impact the brain cells and overall well-being. I thought, well, what the heck, there was no harm in trying something parallel with the medical treatment.
Yeah, it does make sense, Doctor. So this special person's music had something special that initiated the healing process and ultimately cured Rhea.
Yes, for sure.
What about this gorgeous place that you built? Surely that must have played a role too.
Yes, it did provide a fine, inspiring backdrop to the treatment. But despite that, I'd say it was this angel's music that mainly saved her.
Wow, my good Lord. Where is this angel who cured our dear Rhea? Is she here?
Sure, come and wait in my room. I will call her. She must be somewhere attending to other patients. Let me have a look.
As they wait in the room, Rhea plays around restlessly. Adam and Simon wait with excitement and anxiety. Sally presses and cracks her knuckles. With a strange smile, she occasionally looks at Adam. Suddenly, Simon taps Adam's shoulder quite rigorously.
Hey, Adam.
Huh, what?
Listen.
Simon says, pointing to Rhea, who is humming a song while playing with her doll. Adam quietly pays attention. At first, he is at a loss to make out, and then his expression changes as he takes delicate steps to come closer to Rhea, almost in disbelief. It surely cannot be what it is, but it is. He looks at Simon, who is just as freaked. They cannot believe their ears. Simon almost loses his balance while heading to his chair. They can't believe their ears.
Darling, which song is this that you were singing? It sounds good. Daddy has heard this somewhere.
Oh, Daddy, don't you know this song?
Yes, dear, but I don't remember what it is called.
It is called Surrender to Me. This song made me get up from my bed and dance.
What?
Adam, as if hit by a lightning bolt, is speechless. Pearly tears fill his doe eyes. Simon feels a rapid increase in his pulse rate. Adam looks at Sally and then stares into Rhea's eyes for at least a minute till he hears Dr. Krishna's sharp voice from behind.
Mr. Adam Michael.
Huh?
Oh my God.
Adam suddenly turns around as if rudely awakened while daydreaming. He turns around to find Anita Charles standing in front of him. Simon quickly stands up, goes down, and crawls behind a table as if pretending to take something lying on the floor. He quickly takes out a newspaper and sits on a chair, hiding his face behind the paper.
Meet the angel that cured Rhea.
Anita!
Rhea quickly runs towards Anita.
Anita.
She swoops her up and holds her
Hey,
in
Rhea,
her
sweetheart.
arms.
Moi?
She kisses Rhea and gently strokes her head.
Oh, so you both have met before?
Yes, Doctor, we have. Haven't we?
Anita, I don't know what to say. I can't believe it is you. I'm grateful, but also sorry.
Sorry for what?
Hey, Simon, get up.
For giving you a hard time and for all the horrible things we have done to you?
Oh, really? What sort of horrible things?
Well,
well.
Actually, I am thankful to you both. It is because of you that my music took a new meaning.
No, we are grateful to you. Anita, you are truly an angel.
Initially, I didn't know Rhea was your daughter. It was only 2 days ago I heard all the details from Sally. Rhea is a beautiful little soul, and Sally is so sweet.
Thank you very much, Anita. It is a twist of fate, right?
Oh, absolutely.
After a few minutes of talking, Anita excuses herself to attend to some inmates in Dr. Krishna's hospice. Adam and Simon asked whether they could join her. She gladly agrees. They visit the rooms where several inmates with different stages of illness undergo treatment. They are all just happy to be in the presence of Anita and to listen to the song she plays.
just think about this, Adam. Once we tried to frame her for her satanic song. Yet that song saves Rhea's life later on and offers solace to some of the inmates here.
Yeah, we must get her back into the music business, give her music a platform again. That is the only way to thank her and repent for our misdeeds.
I will ensure she gets full media attention, a front page dedicated to her and her music. Her current activity here in this hospice needs to be documented as well.
Yes, absolutely, Simon. We'll talk about this proposal to her when we all meet for tea later.
After the visit, they all joined for tea. Adam and Simon talked to Anita enthusiastically about the new music proposal, collaboration, and all the media attention. Anita gracefully smiles, but remains balanced and calm hearing this.
So nice of you both to offer me these things, but I'd rather be here amidst these people who are in need. There was a time, when I fell for all the fame and fortune aspects of being a music celebrity, but I worked very hard for it. I dreamt about recording music, people investing in my work, live gigs, awards, Grammys, worldwide adoration, you name it. But all that changed after my career went downhill. People around me would never treat me in the same way when I was no longer rich and famous, doing well for myself and feeding the recording industry machinery. Gradually, they turned me into an outcast. At that point, I started to question my place in music and the value of art.
Oh my God.
Adam listens and vigorously rubs his forehead with a deep sense of remorse. He gets up from his chair. Simon also looks equally aghast, with regret at all the trouble he caused her.
Anita, I am hugely responsible for shattering your dreams. I wish I could somehow make up for it.
No, it has not got anything to do with you. It was your situation that prompted you to do these things. I am not angry with you in any way. Initially, I was the one who took you to court for just a song, when I could have been a little more flexible and tolerant.
Anita, your song is your intellectual property. Nobody has any business tampering with it. I not only infringed on those rights, but with the help of Simon, I used your song to tarnish your image and career.
How? Intellectual property? Big deal. Yes, I believe in artists getting recognition for their original work and the importance of copyrights and stuff like that. But in the end, taking it to extremes where you somehow feel you are so great, being the creator and the world revolves around you, that is a problem. You know, around a couple of weeks ago, another seriously ill girl living here remixed and sang a different version of one of my songs. So, should I have gone into a protectionist mode about my song and not allowed that to happen? Well, maybe a good 2 or 3 years ago, I would have probably sued someone like that. But now I realize it is their love for the song and a tribute to the artist. And besides, I loved her remix. Fame, fortune, and things that come with your music are just byproducts of success, I suppose. But it can't buy you happiness, and that is not the goal of music. Instead, experiences like these humble you.
Anita, her arms outstretched, points to the hospice and natural beauty surrounding the place. Adam thinks deeply, surprised but marveling at her lengthy answer, not knowing what to say. Is this the same Anita, that arrogantly mannered diva he was once so filled with hatred for? Adam still cannot fully believe the circumstances that brought them together.
I agree. So, you don't want to be back in the spotlight. I understand, but at least we should collaborate. If you need any help, please do not hesitate to contact me or Simon.
Sure, now that I have come to know you and your family very well, that is very much possible.
From my side, I regret the court case involving, satanic music.
Anita laughs, patting and putting her arm over Simon's shoulder before he can complete his sentence. Completely grasping his awkward situation, Anita remarks,
I laugh when I look back at those things. Satanic music. Well, there will be thousands who try to pull you down when you create something. Many think of it as just a hobby. Some question its worth in giving you a proper livelihood. Some will start singing your praises only when you receive awards and recognition. Others will find vested interests in it. For some, it is a threat because it questions the system and calls for a change for the better. It gives a platform to express all the deep and existentialist thoughts. It is powerful, and the powers that be have a problem with it, so they try to suppress it. Some will try to divide box and label it when its essence is universal. Ultimately, nothing can take away from the music or the artist. Music is a vehicle of self-expression and a cure for many. People generally don't understand the value of music, but there are moments when you realize your music has cheered someone up, given some relief, saved someone's life, and made you a better person. That is something no award or money can buy. Look what Live Aid of 1985 did, spearheaded by Bob Geldof and Midge Ure. The diverse pop and rock music community came together to help the needy in drought-stricken parts of Africa.
Yes. I remember seeing a news report wherein Bob Geldof had an intense discussion with the then British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher.
Bob Geldof was very vocal about how the governments in the developed countries were not doing enough, and that they always had vested interests. It was one musician's revolution against the system.
It was at a time when even many big politicians and leaders of developed nations were apathetic to such a crisis. That's the power of music. It breaks all barriers known to humans. Without music and sound, I doubt whether life would exist. Or even if it does, it would be less interesting.
The three of them, locked in courtroom battles in the past, over possession of music are finally at peace now, with a new understanding so far away from mere entertainment and intellectual property.
I agree.
Adam smiles and shakes hands with
Adam.
Anita, who
This
smiles
is
back.
your new beginning.
Simon puts his hands atop theirs.
Here's to the future.
It is as if aptly placed for this moment. Directly behind them, on the wall, there hangs a prophetic picture of a halo-laden Jesus Christ. From the open palm of his right hand emanates a flash of light that appears to fall towards the three of them.
Story, script, and soundtrack written, arranged, produced, and directed by a Pheno-Menon, aka Ajit Menon. This audio drama was created using software application platforms such as Lovo Suno, Soundful, Pixabay, GarageBand, and Audacity. Although the contents of this audio drama book are partly inspired by real-life events that took place during a particular period in pop rock music history, the story is mainly a product of one's imagination. The author wishes to stress that except for public figures, long-standing institutions, and public offices, all the characters in this story and the whole plot are fictional. Any similarity to anyone living or departed is purely coincidental. Also, no willful harm is intended towards any particular individual, religious group, or community. The literary story IP is protected under copyright and attributed to Ajit Menon in 2024.